In the hustle and bustle of running a business, particularly in those difficult infancy years, it can be easy to get caught up in the daily dramas and lose sight of why you're doing it all in the first place. Business planning is a vital step if you want to run your business rather than have your business run you. Business plans can range from detailed, strategic and action-oriented documents through to simple one-page overviews of your top priorities. You need to find the balance between planning and doing, which will depend on the stage your business is at and the resources you've got available to develop the plan. Now let's look at some of the key elements of the business planning process. The first step is to be clear about your vision. What's your dream for the business? How will it eventually look? What will your role in the business eventually be? Will you still be very hands-on? Or will you oversee a successful enterprise that can operate without you, giving you some time to get your life back again? You then need to determine where the business is right now, both financially and strategically. You'll also clearly need to define what your role currently is. You'll then need to identify what needs to happen to realise your vision for the business and for your role in it. Armed with this knowledge, you can then set clear goals which will help you focus on short-term activities and the things that need to get done to move you closer towards achieving your long-term vision. Let's meet two business owners that are grappling with these very decisions. Alchemy Cordials is a business with great potential, but it's already faced many challenges. First, they get some good advice from the co-founder of mobile phone retailer Fone Zone. And then a business coach helps them create goals that will help move them towards achieving their vision.
These were white self-adhesive photocopies and we coloured in the other bits with textures.
So who got the job of colouring in?
Everyone, the kids.
The kids, ourselves.
And you really got to step back from it and say, why are we doing this? And then really become very disciplined about what you're doing, why you're doing it and when.
Okay guys, so tell me a little bit about the business and what your personal goals are.
Just have a look over my shoulder. We want a 43-foot bridge deck catamaran within 3 or 4 years that we can take off and cruise the Pacific in, knowing that we're leaving behind a profitable, well-run business that will fund our travel.
So what sort of figure would we be talking about in order to achieve your personal goals per annum?
Probably, realistically, maybe $200,000 a year.
Okay, so if we were talking about $200,000 a year, assuming that we could achieve a 10% net profit, we'd need a turnover of around $2 million. Do you think you can achieve that? And if you can't achieve it, why would you be doing it? What they need to understand is by developing some simple structure, systems and measurement, that they can create an entity where sustainable growth and profitability is achievable. Once they understand the skills of how to actually get from point A to point B, then the world is their oyster. Well, we can take it one step further and actually quantify exactly how many clients we need, because we will know what sort of sales we need, how many transactions per client and what we need the average value of each sale to be. Then it becomes an easy step-by-step process to put in place the strategies to achieve that.
Some of the key points from the video include asking yourself, why are we doing this? Clearly define your vision for the business and identify the lifestyle that you want the business to provide for you. For the Alchemy Cordial owners, it was to sail the world, leaving behind a profitable business that runs without them and funds their travels. Quantify your vision. The owners need $200,000 a year to fund their dream. So assuming 10% of sales is net profit, that will require a turnover or total sales of $2 million a year. Now, if that's possible, that's great. But if not, you might need to modify the dream or look at another way that you can achieve it. Create goals to help you achieve your vision. Analyse your current transactions to identify how many clients you've got now, how many sales you're making to each client, how much they spend per sale, and then from that you can estimate how many new clients will you need to achieve your vision. Be disciplined. Identify what you have to do, by when, and do it. Now let's watch as the owners of Alchemy Cordials get some advice on how to achieve their dream of sailing their catamaran. But first things first, The business has to be able to run without them.
Michael and Gail are very much hands-on in the business. They still haven't managed to separate themselves from the day-to-day operations.
And that's a key for you moving forward, is being able to delegate all those major duties so that you can have your holidays and you can ring in sick when you're sick. And a lot of small businesses fall into that hole where, you know, if they don't come into work, nothing happens. And the whole business is central around this one key person.
How do you go about sort of serving your different distribution customers?
Okay, well, I guess in the early stages what we did is we looked at the marketplace and we said, okay, who are the people that are in the marketplace that we need to service? And we spend a lot of money on focus groups with our customers, where we bring the customers in every quarter and we go through, well, this is currently what Fone Zone does, what do you like about it, what don't you like about it, how can we improve the service for you, you know, ideally what would you like to have. If I look at one of the unique points about Fone Zone, it's all about our customer service, and it's about how we wow the customer, and little things that we do, you know, like if the store's busy, we have an arrangement with the local coffee shop where we will give the customer a voucher and they'll go and have a free cup of coffee on us. If it was me, I'd be really sitting down and identifying every single thing that we do in Michael and Gail's business, and then documenting that and moving forward. So the concept is if you're not there and someone has to step in and do your role, they can follow a set of procedures and they can do that role for you.
The piece of advice that I would give is get help. Go to someone who professionally runs businesses, because you've got all the enthusiasm and the passion, you've got a great product, but if you want it to deliver you the lifestyle rewards that you're after, get help.
Some of the key points that the owners learnt from the coach include the following. The importance of delegating. Most business owners would like to lessen their workload, particularly from what they dealt with in those hectic early years. If you're ever going to enjoy the fruits of your labour, you need to be delegating responsibilities to others. Document the procedures in the business. Not only will this enable the staff to operate the business while you're not there, it may also highlight any potential problems that you've got with your existing processes. Customer focus. Clearly define your customer base. Then get to know them well and find out what they really want. Ask them at the point of sale. Ask them in follow-up telephone interviews. Run focus groups to really understand why they buy from you. And in some cases, possibly more importantly, why did they stop buying? Don't be afraid to ask for help. It can be the hardest thing for many business owners to go out and ask for help. But getting expert advice can fast-track your business and get you to where you want to be faster and with a lot less stress. Don't lose sight of your overall objective, your end vision. Use clear, well-defined goals to keep your short-term focus aligned with the overall vision. If you want to run your business rather than the other way around, it's essential that you do some form of business planning. And as a part of this process, you need to answer 3 key questions. First, where is the business right now? Second, where do you want the business to be? And thirdly, what are the steps that you need to take it from where you are now to where you want it to be? 2 ways to create a business plan include, first, hire an expert. A business coach or a consultant is experienced in asking the kinds of questions that you need to ask yourself to determine the key elements of your business plan. Secondly, do it yourself. If you can find the time, there's no reason why you can't use your own experience to develop your business plan. The How to Write a Business Plan How-To Guide, which is available at nab.com.au/small business, will prompt you with the specific questions that you'll need to answer when putting together your own business plan.